What's up, everybody? What's happening? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, the artist, the founder, the president of the ONYXCON Foundation. What's happening? Peace and blessings to you and yours, wherever you may be in this world. You see it. Got that new fresh on. Customized by yours truly. I literally just bought a nice, fitted, and styled it. I've been wanting to get this patch for the longest. I had seen it online. I said, I like that embroidered patch. And it was a hot glue press on vibe. I'm telling you how I did it. Because, I mean, if you're interested in this type of vibe, I'm telling you, you can go get your own. Yeah, y'all. As I was saying. Yeah, don't wait for these companies to make the fresh that you want to wear, things you might like, things you might dig. Make your own. Find some independent things. Do some FYI, you know what I'm saying? DIY, excuse me. Do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? DIY it. You know, I'm big on DIY. Like there's fits, there's pieces to outfits galore, because you know one piece can be accessorized with so many other things and create a bunch of other fits out of what you originally thought of. Or over the years, as they go by, as you buy and accumulate more stuff to your collection, you be like, oh, I can wear that with that. And, oh, I know what shoes gonna be. Oh my gosh, when I put it on with it, you know. And so, you know, I try my best for that part of ONYXCON perspective, ONYXCON style, you know what I'm saying, to keep in mind that whatever you envision as the original concept and everything, there'll be other stuff you can put on with that. There'll be other things you'll be able to bring together in an ensemble as the years go by, if you keep your stuff up. You know, the thing is, just keep your stuff fresh, keep it looking like something, you know what I'm saying, take care of what you got, and don't let nobody else's opinion of of what you dig determine how you gonna dress. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. You do you. You can't be worrying about all these other people, you know, because they, you know, anybody who, saw something today, it was funny. It was somebody was kind of making that statement, and well, okay, to give exact what it was, because I have mixed feelings about this ongoing character, but I did like the message in that one part about just the clothes. The rest of it is a hot mess as usual. But Country Wayne, who is somebody who I will look at their stuff occasionally, because he can be funny, you know what I'm saying. I know Wayne is known to be a comedian. That's what that's his claim to fame. Of course, he's got multiple different what do they call them, micro shorts, where, you know, it's just a little short, less than 15, not even that, maybe like 5 minutes at the max, maybe more like 3 minutes. I don't think any of them are longer than 2 or 3 minutes, you know, little quick moment, slice of life type situations. And he made his mint off of that, like straight up made his mint off of that. You know, he's got the whole thing where it's just him, it's basically him, but, you know, it's kind of autobiographical, but it's still, you know, serialized and fictionalized. But all these pretty women are always chasing after him, and he got his multiple baby mamas and all his money, and he's so rich, and he always got to throw in his religious thing. Y'all know I'm not religious, so that be getting on my nerves. And keep talking about the reason everything happened for me because of this, that, and the other with religion, this religion. I be like, oh gosh, here we go. But you know, and then try and justify everything with religion, like all kind of heinous activity, and just be like, you know, oh, look at what God did. Look, God, man, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all really talking about? But so, for example, this one I was watching today, where he's playing the character. He's got the old man who always picking up the young ladies. He's I mean, when I say old, I mean truly older. Not older gentleman like myself, but like really an old dude. Like this guy he's portraying would be a guy that old would definitely be mid-60s and up. You know what I'm saying? Like he retirement age for sure. Because that's the joke, is that he's the retired dude that made good with whatever his investments were and all his money from his job. So he always got some money, and he know he ain't, you know, he thinks he's hot stuff, but he know where he may be missing whatever in his look. He can make it up in money. So the women always like him, and he just that dude who just got to wave a few dollars and they all want him, you know. And to a certain extent, yeah, there are those ladies in the world that are like that. there are those women. So the joke is based on reality to an extent, but it's not absolute. It's not like I hate the stereotype being driven to the point where, like, you know, the character always says stuff whenever he meet a lady and she's just at the right place, right time. He says, look at God, look at what God did. Good. I mean, man, why you gotta put your little religious mess in it? Leave that alone. Yo, you mean no good. Just stop trying to put religion in it, dude. Like, just do your doo-doo and be doo-doo. You just do what you're doing and leave it at that. Stop trying to make it religious. Damn. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up and love going up in the building. Somebody understand where I'm coming from. That's the only part. It messes up the joke for me. Other than that, it'd be funny, but he always got to bring that part in it. And I know that's his, you know, again, this is claim to fame. It's a formula. It's working for him. If you know Wayne's history, which I found from watching that Shay Shay interview he did. And by the way, as I continue, I'm not, hey, look, I'm in the film business. I'm in the entertainment business. When work is available, right now it's a drought. I'm the first to say it, okay? But, so I have the potential of even meeting this individual someday. So I don't say stuff that I say online because I want smoke and beef. And I'm a mature, grown-ass man. I'm just giving a genuine critique, constructive criticism of what, from my perspective, is flawed about the way it's presented and what it could do harm in the sense, and how it could do harm in the sense of how some people heroize this kind of constant characterization of certain folks in society and try and make it like, oh, it's harmless, or that's harmless, or this is all just for fun. Yeah and no. I said yeah and no. The yeah is yeah. The dude is funny. When Wayne is funny, he's hilarious. I actually like the character enough to get a joke out of it, but it's like no different than if I watched The Jeffersons and I like George Jefferson because it's a classic character, but as a person, would I like George Jefferson in real life? Hell no, he's an asshole. Like, George Jefferson's a straight up asshole, you know? He really was, you know? He was, and at that, he was a bigot. I mean, he's a black bigot. Like, he hated, I understood the pain from the stuff we done been through, but he couldn't stand white folk just for being, you know? And I get why for the kind of character he was, but it doesn't justify how he did. Like, for instance, if you ever watched The Jeffersons, he was always at his son, you know, who was dating the mixed child of his neighbors, which was an interracial couple. And, you know, every time the white guy would come over to ask him for something or talk to him about something, he'd call him a honky and all that. Now, that's a funny ass word, which I really wish in some instances it didn't need to die, because there are those. But when I was young, even, I was like, damn, why he coming at the man like that? It's like the dude, because he was like the nicest, goofiest, gullible dude that never did George wrong. And that's what made the joke so ridiculous on the show, right? It's like, he wasn't a racist dude. Like, it'd be different if he was a straight up Klan member coming to your door. Oh man, go in on this fool and finish the job. Like, not just verbally. You get the hell out from my door with your racist ass, right? But he wasn't. That's what made it so ridiculous. Like, you're just a bully, man. You beating up on the nicest dude in the building. He don't mean you no harm. He ain't no trouble. You know, he got nothing but respect for you. So that you know, anyway, I'm on a big tangent talking about the Jeffersons, but my point is, in the you know, I'm somebody who likes comedy. I love to laugh because there's plenty of shit not to laugh at in this world, especially now. So I be needing comedy to get through the days. You feel me? And so I'm not saying that Country Wayne ain't funny at all. Bruh, you funny. You know, if he ever were to see this, I doubt it would ever happen, but I don't never put nothing past nobody. Things get to people's ears. My issue, again, is the whole religious agenda that gets pushed when you're doing so much stuff that ain't got nothing to do with being righteous. It's just, like, come on. Like, even that, in a way, is part of the joke, but it's never, I won't say never. There was one I saw where it's almost like I think he checked himself. I guess he realized this is going to get stale if I keep doing it the same way. I can't always have the old man win. He's got to meet some woman who don't give a damn about his money. And he finally did one that I saw like that, where he steps up to this really gorgeous young, they're all gorgeous, all the honeys are bad. He got some baddies on his payroll for all these hot young actresses, models, what have you they be, that will participate and be part of his what he's doing. So kudos to that, because I know how hard it is to, man, wait a minute, When did they build those? I'm looking at some houses as I'm going by. Like they just popped up like mushrooms after rain. I swear that was not there like a month ago. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, like they're all gorgeous, right? All these women are beautiful. But there was one where he's like trying to holler at her, and she's just like, Mr. Such and Such, and it's funny because they always play the role really well, like acting like he's really genuinely this old dude, not this young dude with makeup in his beard, making his stuff white, his eyebrows white, his hair on his head white. They do the most. They purposely do a bad, cheesy looking job because again, it's part of the joke. I get it. It's hilarious. He's a funny looking dude when he does that character, and he's always wearing some tacky, too tight outfit, and ankle socks with some damn sandals on, and the shorts above the knee. And some silky shirt or something, maybe, or whatever. And he always got the look that does fit the kind of guy he's depicting, yes. But what makes it, again, annoying is that, like I say, all you got to do is pull out this water hundreds, and they just, I guess I do want to go to dinner with you. So now you think you want to go to dinner with me, baby? Yes, I think I do. Oh, look at that. Give me a hug. Oh, and they always give him a hug. And he just... all that old mess, right? Like I said, it's funny enough, but the joke gonna get stale. So I think he realized he did this one where this girl was like he finally met his match, so to speak. She wasn't hearing it. And she ends up literally making it to the end of this damn sketch, driving off, no number, was that the one? Yeah, that was the one. She didn't give him nothing. Not a damn thing. And I was like, okay, finally some realism is even funnier than the joke. Like, sometimes, man, just be real. Like, everybody don't give a damn about your money. For real talk. I'm tired of it. And also, it's pushing a stereotype that women can be bought. And that's my biggest gripe with it. Because we do know, like I said when I started this topic, I have many today, but this is where I started. Yeah, there are those women that will sell themselves in a heartbeat. Just over, the dude got money, he got this car, he got that, got whatever. Yeah, they exist. And sadly, there's a lot of folks that like that on both sides. There's men that'll sell themselves. There's women that'll sell themselves. There's dudes that'll be a trick for a woman with some money. All up under her. No, they ain't gonna never have what she got. Trying to live with her. Won't go out and get their own. Won't do all of that. That happens. Yes, this definitely happens. Hell yeah, it happens. But then there's dudes who like, look, I could deal with a woman who makes money more than me, but she ain't gonna buy me. She's not buying my time. If I want to be with you, I want to be with you. Now, I'm speaking from experience because I've had ladies like that in my life. But you ain't gonna buy me. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? If I want to be around, I'll be around. If we sharing time and we love each other's company and we contribute something to each other's life, great and fine and wonderful. But no one purchasing anybody here. You're not gonna, start paying. I don't want you paying no damn bills. I've never let nobody pay no bill for me that no woman like gonna come in my life and be like, I'm gonna pay your bill, baby. Don't worry. And then you'll be here when I need you to. No, baby, you're not paying my fucking bills. You want to take me out to dinner and catch the bill a few times? Okay, great. And then I return the favor. And I'm keeping tabs. So you can never say, well, he always let me pay and that. No, next week it's me. If you that tight. There's ladies like that will do that. And that's beautiful that there's a few out here that are on that and understand. If we all got to work, if we all got these bills the same, there's so much mix of when people be talking about traditional and modern. And people do not cut that down the line for what it really means when you're speaking of, first of all, a lot of different variations of that. There's no one version of it historically. But then if you're talking about the history of, the man go out and bring home the bacon and the woman cook up the bacon and all that. First of all, everybody ain't eating pork, so I ain't eating bacon, so and if I did, I'm only nibbling it and I don't need it. Like, I don't eat pork like that. I don't have to have pork. So that's already a messed up phrase. Then you throw in the whole concept that it's always on the dude. If that's the case, then what the hell are all these women working now? We all work. Everybody works. And we have to. You can't survive if you don't. You can't say if you on an average income. Now, I ain't talking about all the millionaires that everybody thinks they are on social media, because everybody's balling, right? Billionaires, y'all. I don't really be out here doing courier work You know, I'm secretly a billionaire. And I just like to get online and pretend that I'm poor like the rest of you. Like, man, come on, seriously? Seriously? So, you know, again, with the way this happens, I don't like the stereotype that creates when this character that Wayne got, just throw a few dollars and they'll all hoe out for you. No, man, no. And it's all these, and then on top of it, you do it black comedy. So of course everybody in the cast is black. So what is this saying to anybody looking at us from anywhere in the world? Not just here, hell with the American politics. We know that that garbage is already what it is, and it's gonna die slow, whatever. But globally, as a traveler, I got a big ass problem with that, because you're making our women look like, I mean, because I know black women who have traveled who told me they had to straight up check fools when they got to certain countries, because dudes was literally coming at them like, how you doing? Here's some dollars, come with me right now. Like literally, like acting like, you know, I saw that's how y'all are, so I just want to see if it works. And they ready to catch a case overseas. Like, the only reason I ain't knocked this fool out is I ain't home. You know, I was like, oh, I hear you. I feel you. I'm right there with you, but no, yeah, you got to and get back safely, right? But no, that's the kind of mess that creates if you keep putting that narrative. You know, I create stories, I write, I have characters. All my characters are not, you know, nobody's whistle clean and all that. It ain't about that. It depends on the kind of story it is. Like I told you, I'm doing a joint right now, Cyberpunk ATL. If you know anything about the genre, not just the game Cyberpunk, games, plural, okay? Shout out to Michael Pondsmith, R. Talsorian, CD Projekt Red, you know? Not just that, but the entire genre, it's a dirty, grimy, crazy environment. It's a reflection of the worst parts of our actual society in a hyper-technologically induced, overly obsessed with technology-based society, which is exactly where the fuck we're going. Okay, straight up. So that's another reason why I love Cyberpunk so much, because you get to interpret all this in fiction without it being in your face, as ugly as reality could be. You think it's bad, boy. Let it literally become what the games and shit say. Man, please. Man, please. And there'd be a whole bunch of chest beaters that'd be the first to die, because they wouldn't make it, because they too damn aggressive, and you gotta chill out and get some compromise skills, some work it out skills, because you're not gonna survive every fight. It's too many people locked and loaded with extra high-tech ass whip. You know? Let me see how we gonna do this. This is a mess. Let's drive. Yeah, y'all. I'm back. So, as I was saying, before the work interrupted the other work, because it's the real. So yeah, you know, I was just talking about my issues with, and it's not just what I see in the sketches with, you know, the Country Wayne character, whatever. I just use that as an example. I see this all the time. I mean, it's been going on forever, man. It's been going on in movies. It's been going on in music videos. Lord have mercy, music videos. I mean, from the era I grew up in, damn if we didn't get the worst mental mind screw of pretending that there's a certain way about things. With, oh, you know, you didn't get some money, man. All these women just go, man, stop the nonsense. Like, it just, that is no. Just no. No and no. Like, yo, I'm in Atlanta, y'all know. You go in the wrong strip club and a girl fine as hell, know you might have some money, you know, because you come in with certain signal that you supposedly have it, whatever. Don't mean she like you and really gonna be on you like that. I've literally seen folks get walked around, wave that and make that the reason somebody ought to be in their face. You got some that don't care. They be like, yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm trying to run the bank on this fool. And then you got others who would just be at a distance, picking up whatever fly and hit the floor, but they ain't trying to be in the face of that. What, you know, your breath stink, you look like shit. They don't give a damn. Hey, attraction is still attraction, number one. Number two, money does not buy everything. And if you keep pushing this bullshit narrative, you're genuinely messing it up for some of these guys that don't have enough common sense to understand what I'm talking about. They weren't raised to understand it. They don't come from understanding it. And if they're looking at this character and thinking, well, yeah, I'm like that dude, you know, I ought to be able to. No, no, and no. You know, it ain't gonna work like that. That's not reality. That's not how it goes. Stop playing the game. Like, there's tiers to everything, and there's and the finest of women, okay, the finest, which he's obviously digging in that pot. Like I said, it's a freaking model agency. Every time he got somebody, they in shape, they pretty, hair, nails, the whole nine done, skin looking soft and wonderful. You know, these ain't the women that look like they smoke a blunt and put it out on their damn arm, like, you know. They don't look like that, okay? They don't have gunshot wounds. They ain't got knife slashes. They ain't living none of that life. And if they are, it's tucked and it's concealed and it's well covered, because all that's possible, but, you know, even on the prettiest. But I'm saying, generally, the rough, gully, you know, scallywag that would tolerate some scallywag ass dude being in their face, waving a few dollars and shaking some change in his pocket, you're mixing oil and water, and you keep pretending this go together. It don't go together, you know? And what's really annoying is, like, I know you know better. I mean, it's a funny joke, but you're pushing the joke even too far. And I think quite frankly, I think it's detrimental when it becomes a habit of associated energy. Like I say, this ain't the first time it's been done. It's been in music videos, it's been in movies, it's been in all kinds of stuff for years. And it just keeps pushing this same BS narrative. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not gonna stop saying it. Respect first, then power, then money. I don't care. Even the people who live by money, power, respect, money, putting money first, right? Even them, I promise you, they have a boundary on what money will buy in terms of their limitations of what they're gonna do and with who. I promise you, there will always be stipulations. There will always be boundaries. There will always be a limit. There will always be a, man, now wait a minute now. I ain't about to do all that. Now, okay, maybe, but no, oh no. Everybody got that. And if you keep pretending it doesn't exist, we're just going further and further into this hole where people do these things, and then after the circumstances, everybody's saying, how did we get here, man? Since when did this, like, what do we, you know, you hear it all the time when people say, you know, it's what's happening on every level. It's happening on every level, but specifically, I'm gonna talk about trends that have affected the cultures. You know how we do. I hope you're not new to this. It's okay. You can get true to this. Just stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You'll understand it by and by. But speaking the ONYXCON gospel, okay? And no, religious people do not have a copyright or trademark on the word gospel. I know that hurts some of y'all heart to even hear me say that, because you really believe that. Anyway, that's some other. I can't handle everything in one talk, so I'm gonna just stay on my points. But in the gospel of ONYXCON, as I like to tell folks, when I speak of this, you know, pushing the bullshit aside and getting to the bottom lines, right? Respect first, then power, then money. If you understand that, if you truly understand that, you know that there's limits, like I say, on everybody's limitations. You see right now, they say that right now in the history of music industry, on all the major charts, Billboard and all the other ones, for the first time in years, we're talking about decades of hip hop ruling, rap music always being in the top 10 and all, they say it's not. Why? Everybody knows why. Shout out to D1 and others who've been